Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey man, I'm Joe and this is my Craftsmaster Dice Shooting Journey. Today is episode number 69 and this is the blue belt level. We're going to be going with as many throws as we can within the next hour. And if you're playing along in Crapsy, make sure that you jump on the table. The code is G5U7P7. And that has been the code since we started Crapsy. Also, if you need to do a rebuy on it, please send a rebuy message through and I will try to approve it. But this is going to be roll number one here. And we're going to the 5-4-5-4 hardware cassette. And first of all, let's get our bets in here. We're going to go with a $15 pass line bet and a $3 craps check. And good morning, Darwin. And let's go with bet set here. And we're going to come out looking for a point. And we're going to go with a 2-4-6, easy 6. That'll be our first point. So we'll mark the 2 and the 4. And let's get your bets in then. Morning, Chris. And let's do this again. Let's see if why this is not working here. KPI 2-4. There we go. That should work. And we're going to start off with 96 across. And bets should be in here. And again, we're going to the 5-4-5-4 hardware set. And we have a 5-1 mixer. Chris from Sideshow Gamble. Looking forward to seeing his next Desert Series video. I haven't seen it come out yet. So hopefully that'll be coming out soon. And that was our point. So it was point and point hit. So that's a nice start. And that's going to allow me to go to $23 on that pass line. And we're going to go with a $4 craps check. And we have a 5-4-9, so we're on to 9 now. So our new point is 9. And we're going to transfer that $10 that's on the 9 over to the 5. I'm sorry, over to the 6 to cover the bet that we had before. And we got a 2-3-5. And that's going to be a no field 5. And that's going to allow us to bring our 5 and our 9 up to $25. We're just going to bring the 5 up to 25, and we're going to put, we're going to leave it just at that. So we'll just leave the 5 at $25. 9 is the point. So we're going to leave that, our pass line on there. I'm concentrating on the throat today, and I'm concentrating on fingertips on the edges of the dice. Keeping the dice nice and tight, nice and square, and fingertips only. And then we're also focusing on hitting the flat part of the landing zone, or the back wall, so it does not hit that mixing bowl. And we have a 5-1-6. That was a 5-5-1. Mixer again. So 6 is a strong number this morning. And that's going to allow us to bring the 6 and the 8 up to $30. And we've hit every number so far, for at least the crapsy numbers are betted up, are brought up, except for the 4 and 10. And we got that dreaded 4-3-7, 3-4-7 double pitch. So that'll be a 7 out. Actually, yes, that was a 7 out. That was 6 rolls. So that cleared our bets off. And we're going to go back to that $15 pass line bet and $3 craps check. And we got bet set. So last night was a semi-quiet night for craps videos. There was a couple of them that went out. Chris did his next installment of the March Madness. And we had our one and only shark bait going up against Chris. It was Nemo going up against the Iron Cross. Come out 7-4-3-7. And we're going to go to $23 on that pass line. And we're going to go with a $4 craps check. And we got, that was a good roll. I don't know if it was too good. Kind of short rolls today so far, but we're going to change it around. We're going to get some good rolls coming in here. And we have 2-6-8, so that'll be our new point. 8 game easy. Unless you're talking about, oh, you're talking about Chris's roll last night. Yes. I'm not going to talk much about who won or this or that, But I know that Randy started rolling and he had a shaky start and he pulled it off towards the end and had a really good roll at the end. So that is really good for Randy. We didn't have to bring Travis in at all. So that's a good thing. Warning, North Florida Dice. How you doing? Yeah, my roll is not too good. Oh, we're gonna change it around here. Yes, sir. We hit the small. We came close to getting that tall. Almost making it all. 3-2-5. No field 5. And I forgot to lock out Crapsy, but we'll get her in here. So that 5 is going to pay out. And we're going to bump up the 5 and a 9 to $25. And hopefully we can hit this again so we can get a little bit of profit coming in. All bets set. Kind of curious to see. I've been hearing rumors about the new Crapsy program where you're going to be able to pre-input a lot of your normal bets. So that way it's just going to be a press of the button and it will bet for you, which will be nice. And we have a 6-3-9. Center field 9. That's going to pay us. So that's going to allow us to bring our 5 and our 9 down to 20. And I'm going to kind of do a back and forth where I'm going to do a press, kind of a sort of collect and a press and a sort of collect, kind of going back and forth, kind of a tearing up, if you will. So on the wins, we'll press, and then off that press, if we win again, we will kind of tear it up, but we'll still regress on our bets to some degree. Once I kind of get a perfection or I get the system down to where I think it's good, I'll explain it more in detail. I'm just kind of playing around with the different numbers. That we have a 1, 4, 5. No field 5. 5s and 6s are strong numbers today. So it's the horse and buggy. And we're going to bring the 5 and the 9 up to $35. And hopefully that will hit again. So we had Chris's video last night. Big AZ was doing some live feeds, or was attempting to do some lives last night, and he ran out of battery power on his phone. So Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps took over. And he had about a 1 hour length. We have a 6-1-7. Both dice were confused on that roll. And that is a 7 out on that one. So we have a couple short rolls going on here. But anyhow, he did about an hour's worth of recording last night at the Stadium Craps Morning Bam. And got to see quite a few shooters. I got to see the interactions between everybody a little bit there. It was kind of interesting, kind of fun. It was good. Like a lot of people do to me. It was good background noise. I was listening while I was at work, but it was all in the background, so I was not able to really interact much. We're going to the $15 pass line bet, $3 craps check. Dice are bouncing all around today a little bit. We have a 1, 3, 4 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. That's the first four that we've had today. And that is normally one of my strong numbers. I was looking at my bone tracker results today, and the 4s and the 9s are my extremely strong numbers. So those are numbers that if I was to go on a table rather than betting the 6 and 8, I would probably bet the 4 and 9 to start off with. If I'm going to do a minor betting until I know how my shooting is going for the day. So it's something to consider. Again, that's going to be one of the benefits of tracking all these rolls to see what numbers come out, which ones are my strong numbers, which ones are not. I know my weakest number is actually the 8. And I forget what I was, but here's another one, guys. 314, Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. I think my 8 was like 30 rolls under expected from the bone tracker results. So, okay, so that was point hit. So that's going to allow us to bring our pass line up to $23. And we're going to go with a $4 craps check. And we'll go all bets set here. And we're looking for a point. And I keep on hitting that mixing bowl. I got to get out of that corner there. And we have a ace deuce Alfredo sauce. And that's why we do that craps check, guys. So that way, that's going to pay out. So that's going to allow us again to go with that $23 pass line. And that $4 craps check. So everything's going to stay the same on that. Okay. And we'll go 5-4-5 for hardware set. Looking for that point jet. And we got a 6-5 Mimbo Yo. And that is a come out winner. And that's going to allow us to go up to $37 on the pass line. And we'll go with a $5 craps check. Still looking for that point. I am shooting a hardware set, 5-4-5-4 hardware set. My dice are going off axis a little bit today. And we have a 2-6-8 Whoop, that was a 2 and a 6, not a 5 and a 6, a 2 and a 6. My dice are going off axis a little bit today here. And I think it has a little bit to do with the angle of my wrist. I think that my wrist is not going to where it needs to be. In other words, I think it's coming out and I'm throwing on an angle with the dice. And I think that's why the dice are bouncing around a little bit. I'm focused too much on trying to get that throw straight into the back wall rather than a mixing bowl, and I'm not worried about my wrist or where my dice are releasing right now. And that one I changed a little bit, and we got that 2-5-7. So that is a double pitch. So we go from one problem to the next. And it's going to clear out all the bets. So not doing too well today. I'm down about 200 some dollars on my betting so far. But we can make that up with one good roll. And we're going to start with a $15 pass line bet and a $3 craps check. The rolls have been very short today. We're going to increase them though. I have that feeling it's going to work out. And I was going to do an ATS bet there, but I forgot to put it in. So that's usually the time that you hit the darn ATS, is when you forget to make the bet. And we have a 5-1 mixer. So our new point is a 6. And we're going to go 96 across minus the point. About 35 minutes left of shooting. And a 2-4-6. Easy 6. That is our point. So that's point made. We'll be looking for another come out here. And that's going to allow us to go up to $23 on that pass line with a $4 craps check. So looking for a new point. So on Jeff's live last night, there was Big AZ. It was Jeff, obviously, and they had Week on there, WEK 347. So that is a come out winner. And there was one other person on there. I think his name was Rick, possibly. I'm not sure. It sounded like they're having a lot of fun. Jeff was pretty worried about about getting busted by security with the camera on that. That was kind of funny. So we're going to go to a $37 pass line bet. And we're going to go to a $5 craps check. And since that was a 7, I reset the ATS. I'm going to go with a 4-2-4 on the ATS. So 4 on the small, 2 on the all, 4 on the tall, And now we're going to start hitting these numbers, and we're going to get paid out on that. Watch this roll out now. Remember, my table does have ears, so it does listen. And we have a 426. That's our new point. Okay, that's going to keep all the rest. All of our bets are the same. We're still at that 96 across minus the point. We've been hitting the 6 quite a bit today. That was a point of 6. We hit the point. That was a 7 on the come out, and then we back on that 6. So that is showing some consistency of the dice. That's just a touch, a little bit long on that, but we have a 6-5 mid-mo yo. So that is the 11. That's going to allow us to keep our bets the same. And we're going to go bet set here. Sounded like they had a really good couple shooters yesterday morning. It sounded like Alfredo had a nice shot in the 20s, I guess. Sounds like they will have a report coming out soon, though. Magic Aces, 112. And I think this Sunday coming up, and Dylan, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think this Sunday coming up, we're going to have the craps chat again. It sounded like yesterday when they had their rolls, they were just short of getting that ATS with either the 2 or the 12. They were kind of short on all those rolls. And then later in the afternoon on the stadium craps, they kept on shooting the magic aces. So kind of funny. I guess they were saying, why could that have happened earlier in the day? Hit the damn mixing bowl again. And that's what happens is that 1-6-7. Terrible throw. I saw that one coming midair. I saw that release and the direction the dice are heading, and that only means trouble. So we need to, so Craps Chat is this Saturday unless Jeff changes, is what Skill said. So we need to focus on this throwing thing today. We got $15 on the pass line, $3 Craps check. And the grip feels good today. It's just that landing zone I'm having a difficult time with. I'm not getting a consistency with the landing zone. I want it to go straight down the table. So we hit the flat part table just outside the mixing bowl, but I keep on landing in that mixing bowl. So we gotta work on making that a constant today as far as getting it straight down the table. That was better. And we have a 2-6-8. So our new point will be 8. And that's going to allow us to go to 96 across, not including a point. I think I figured out a little bit of the timing here for the crapsy now. I will come back in, enter the bets, come back, get my dice lined up or set, and then we'll enter the bets, and then we'll grip the dice. So that should give a little bit of time there. We have a 6-8. So we are doing a lot of points and points hits, but not a lot of longevity to the rolls today. So our numbers are definitely coming in pockets. The other day when I the other day when I didn't go live, but I did post in the afternoon, I did do Crapsy input that day, yes. I did put the video up. I see Chris joined Crapsy, that's awesome. I did put the video up, and so that way you guys can see that was episode number 67 or 8, I believe. 68 it was. No, 67, I think it was. Anyhow, let's bring our pass line bet up to $23. And we're going to go with a $4 craps check. So starting to get used to this crapsy a little bit here. Crapsy has affected slightly my rolls, but I'm not going to blame it on that. I know that I talked to Alfredo, and he said that it will impact my rolls for a short while here until I get used to it, because it's just an additional thing that you have to put onto the show. An extra thing you have to worry about and remember. We have a 2-2 hard 4, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I just need to focus on some of the fundamentals that we've talked about on numerous occasions in the past. And it's just consistency. That's all it comes down to. I know some of the things that I need to do. Just becoming consistent with it is the key. So we're going to take our place 4 off. We're going to place the 8 for 18. I think that's the first time we've had a 4 for our point. And again, I forgot to place that ATS bet before, and that's something I need to get more consistent on. I need to remember that. So Crapsy might be the problem, but I'm not going to blame it on that. I just, again, like I said, just it's consistency on my part. And we have a 415 horse and buggy. No field 5. So that's going to allow us to bring our 5 and our 9 up to $25. I will tell you this though, my table is a little bit taller than a lot of the casino tables are at, so I'm actually standing on a step that I made, and this up and down on the step is actually kind of tiring on the legs and the back for an old guy like me. I felt like I held onto the dice a little too long that time, but we have the ace deuce Alfredo sauce. And in about 2 weeks, I'm going to be turning another year older, so that's just going to add to the problem here. So to some of you guys, I am a young buck. To others, I am extremely old. Right, Chris? Very old. And we have a 369, center field 9. Dice came down almost on top of each other that time. And the energy died out right away, but they kissed in a really weird way. That is a pay on our 9, so that's going to allow us to bring the 9 down to $20 and the 5 down to $20. So we got a little bit of our money back on that. Dice and cardio together, North Florida Dice says. Yeah, I would kind of, I don't know if it's cardio, it's more strengthening of the legs up and down, endurance of the legs. There we go. And we got a 5-1 mixer. So that's going to allow us to bring the 6 and the 8 up to $30. So hopefully we can hit the 6 or the 8 again. And we got that double pitch again, 3-4-7. So that was not the greatest roll again. So all short rolls, but hey guys, this happens. This happens certain days, and in one time, just out of the blue, it's just gonna come back, and I will have an amazing roll, no doubt about that. I am looking for consistency though here. I do want to see my rolls consistently getting longer. In the shooting competition, we have a 5, 6, 11, mid-middle yo, come out 11, pass line winner. The shooting competition has kind of taken a little bit of a stall right now. We're waiting for a couple people to get back into town and or become available for their shooting. And hopefully that's going to happen within the next week or so here. But it sounds like there's one person that's just waiting for the other one to go before he goes. We're going to go $23 on that pass line. And we're going to go with $4 on the craps check. This is definitely a dark side table here today. But anyhow, I guess it's going to be a little while before the one, I think it's Mudslide Mac, before he's able to roll. And it'd be nice if he'd get in and get it done so we can get the competition to the next round. I think we're down to just 2 people. We have 2 too hard 4. So I think we're just down to the 2 people right now left on this round here. The next round's going to be pretty difficult though, because this could be a head-to-head. It's 1 shooter's worth. And they're going to take it on a point basis. They're not going to go on the length of the roll. They're going to go on the quality of the roll. So that's going to be very interesting. And we're going to go to 96 across, not including the point. So yeah, we'll be interested to see how the next round goes. Again, a lot of great shooters left. I am the newbie on the block as far as the final 8 goes. I think we started off with 42 shooters, and we're down to 8 right now. And we have a 4, 6, 10. Waylon's best friend way in the end, Daddy Joe. We have not thrown a lot of those today at all. And that's going to allow us to bring our 10 up to $30. And we have a 549 center field 9. But as far as the crapsy thing goes, and even if it is throwing my shot off a little bit, it's actually good training for me. Because guys, when we're at the casino, we're gonna have distractions all the time. We're gonna have to refocus on certain things throughout. We're gonna go to $25 on a 5 and 9. So this is just an added distraction that I need to work past and get through, which is good training, like I said, for when you do go to a casino. So those distractions will not throw you off nearly as much. And that 5-2-7 double pitch. So we are not making any leeway here, any headway on our bets. We're actually down about $500 today. Not good. $15 pass line, $3 crap check. One of the problems though is, and I know this is a fact here, is that my bet levels are a little bit high for what my bankroll is, at least for what's left in the bankroll. But again, I'm gonna keep it at that for now. And 5-6 Midmo Yo come out winner, likes our pass line winner. We got about 15 minutes left of throwing the dice. So that's going to allow us to go up to a $23 pass line bet. And I think my crapsy just froze. I'm going to jump out of it quick and get right back into it again. If it allows me to do that. There we go. And it's been doing that once a session lately. I don't understand why that does that. Okay, so we're going to go with a $23 pass line. $4 craps check. That's set now. And 358. So our new point is 8. And we're going to go with the 96 cross again, not including the point. And we got all bets set. And 426, easy 6. Felt like I held on to the dice just a fraction of a second, a little too long that time. And we're going to bring that 6 up to $30. Good morning, Brian. You guys in Hawaii, Vegas yet? So last night on Jeff's live stream, I made a comment to Brian about something I did the other day when I went to the casino. We have a 5-1 mixer. And this is kind of a joke that Brian had brought up a while back on one of his live streams, or maybe a couple of them, I don't remember. But I was putting the horseman even on myself because it was early in my rolls. And we're going to bring that 6 down to $24. And I was putting a horseman on myself, and the dealer saw that. Stickman actually saw that. And he announced to everybody, like they always do, that shooters shooting from the don't. So I looked at the dealer and I threw $1 on the don't pass for the dealer, and I said, dealer shooting for the don't. And all three of them, the two dealers and the stickman, just kind of looked at me and kind of chuckled a little bit. And I hit the point, so we lost that $1 bet. And all the dealers thanked me for putting them on the don't. So it was kind of funny. Too hard for. So we yelled out, and I literally yelled it out, dealer on the don't. And then I looked at them and just started laughing, and they all chuckled. It was good burn on them, I guess. Good morning, all is well. All is well. I want to say thank you for that contribution yesterday for the super chat. So that is the 4 that we hit there. We're going to go bring the 4 and 10 up to $30. So if you guys are ever playing the don't, and the dealer says something about it, shooting from the don't, throw some money on that don't and announce that they're doing it as well. And Brian's comment to me last night was it was a good way to get the dealers involved. And we're back on that too hard for. That's nice. So the dice are going down a little differently the last couple throws. They're actually hitting and they're flying up just about an inch or two and coming straight down. It's almost like a straight up and down type shot. It's kind of neat. We're going to go down to $20 on the 4 and 10. And we're kind of coming back a little bit with our bankroll. Just a little bit. And we have a 268, easy 8. The quarter pounder was my champion winner in that tournament. Yes, it was. And it actually came back. It actually lost early on, but it came back and beat the strategy that actually um, did. It actually beat the strategy that beat him earlier on. So what did we roll? We rolled an 8. That was our point. So we're going to bring our pass line up to $37. And we're going to go with a $5 craps check. We're looking for a new point. And that was kind of cool because that was earlier on in my channel when I did that tournament. And Brian was, believe it or not, Brian, who I believe is at about 12,000 subscribers now, was only at about 3,000 at the time. And I was probably just about 300 subscribers. But Brian was kind enough. We have back on that 8, 628. But Brian was kind enough to bring me on his show and do an interview with me, which to me meant the world. And I was actually scared shitless because here's this big 3,000 subscriber YouTube star asking little Joe Schmo to come on his channel. It was kind of funny. But it all worked out. It all worked out really well. I think the interview went very well. Okay, I'll bet set. And we have a Midmo Yo 6511. So we're finally starting to get some rolls in here. Maybe it's the tea leaf power that the crap shooters brought in here. Thank you, Brian. Okay, that does not affect our bets though at all. And there's our double pitch. 347. And that is a 7 out. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I was just starting to make a little bit of money back here. We gained a little bit back though. And we're going to go with one more shooter here, guys. Thank you, Brian. I am working on growing the channel. um, I am one of those guys that are consistent and going forward. My growth has been steady, but not amazing. I think the content has gotten a lot better. The comfort level of being a creator is a lot better. And we have a 314 Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. So that is our new point. And again, like I said, this will be our last shooter. Excuse me. Now we're going to go 96 across minus the point. Okay, all bet set. And 426. One of our pocket numbers today, strong numbers today. We've thrown 10 sixes today so far. So that's 1/5 of our rolls. Good morning, Marble Fork Ben. It's been I usually show that towards the end, Brian. I, for lack of a real estate on the screen here, I probably could add something like that in. So it was a 6. We're going to go up to $30 on a 6 and 8. But I usually do share those statistics at the end of the session each time. Today is not going to be something to be proud of because they're not great today, I'll say that. But usually I have, during my rollouts, I usually have 2, 3 shooters that are really good, and then the rest of them are mediocre shots. Dice slipped out of my fingers that time. 3, 5, 8. That was a little weird. They slipped out just a touch early, and you almost felt like they skidded down the table instead of going through the air like they should. But that is a payout on our thing, so it's going to allow us to come back down on the 6 and 8 to $24. That's a good. I'll see if I can add it in and make it look presentable on my screen, Brian. I will try to do that for tomorrow's live session. And we have a 5-1 mixer. And that's going to allow us to go up to $42 on a 6 and 8. Good morning, SJ. It was nice to see pictures of you the other day down in Vegas with everybody. Really nice to see that. You and Hazel. Wow, that was a amazingly long throw. We amazingly lucked out. 549 center field 9. Single pitch of the dice. That's going to allow us to bring our 5 and 9 up to $25. And hopefully we'll be able to hit that $24 or 5 or 9. Let's get a repeat hit here. And we got a 6-5 mid-mo yo. Dice came down, they hit, they kissed and split. It's like a teenage boy. Kiss and split. That's going to do nothing for our bets. Sounds like Cheeto's going to be going not this weekend, or I think it's going to be next weekend. He's going to do his final thing. And here we go. We got our 4-3-7 double pitch. So that's going to be our last shot for the day. And our numbers are not overly great here. And that was the 4-3-7. So let's switch over to see where our numbers are at for the day here. We had 1-10 shooter, 8-7, 7, 6-6. Bunch of average numbers here, guys. Nothing overly long. It's just the first shooter we had at 10. But nothing really to write home about. Box numbers are about expected. Inside numbers are about expected. 4s and 10s were down low today. Come out 7s are low today. The horns were about expected. Fields are low today. Hardways are low. And it was slightly a light side play. So hopefully that helps a little bit with the statistics there. I will try to put that on the screen. I do appreciate suggestions, constructive suggestions in that, and that was a great suggestion that we'll try to get added in here. But hey guys, jump over to John's Coffee and Craps. It's coming up in 3 minutes. My name is Joan. This is my Crapsmaster Dice Shooting Journey. Please, please, please make it yours as well. Thank you guys.